It's all about the love this week, guys, but maybe not in the way that you're thinking. Stay tuned. With Angel Souls, and this is the reading for the week beginning January 29th, 2018. Let's get into it. All right, so first and foremost, we have Archangel Chamuel in here with us. I love that. If you do not know, Archangel Chamuel is the archangel of love in many expressions. Okay, so it says here, be well and rested. This is Chamuel here. There are no more chances for procrastination. So y'all better start playing nice together. That's how I kind of took it. Like, no more excuses, no more, well, this person said that and they hurt my feelings. Like, it's just kind of like everybody settle down, right? And find the love again. Find some reason to enjoy being in this human existence, right? All right. So it goes on to say, this is a time when one and all must open to another lovingly, not desperately, to understand your fellow humans. We understand how you struggle to know your existence and the burdens you carry. So they're basically, well, Chamuel and, you know, the angels around are basically saying, okay, we get it, but let me push I had my sleeves up earlier so I could write a little more efficiently. Okay, so they get what we're going through, but we're making things worse for ourselves. We're struggling needlessly. They tell us that a lot too, don't they? All right, we cannot excuse the tribulations you cause for one another. So no matter how hurt or no matter what you've been through, it does not mean that you have to live in that space, okay? Now, this is not to diminish people who have been through traumas, been through abuse, nothing of the sort. But the feeling here is that it's time to kind of break through that now. And you will have, for some of you, you'll definitely have a chance to do that this week. All right. So let me go back. We cannot excuse the tribulations you cause for one another. It is time to come back. I love that. Can I gush a little? I love that. All right. It's like, it's time to come out of it now. You're okay, sweet child. You don't have to live in the pain and the fear and the horrors that you have experienced or that you're seeing in the world. It's time to come on out of it. All right. Let not your mind dictate this. Let not even your earthly heart. Allow your divine heart to glow with clarity and truth. For true compassion will get you free. Will set you free. I can't read my own handwriting. You guys know this by now, right? Let me read that again because it's really beautiful and I messed it up. Okay, I'll go back. For true compassion will set you free. But will you accept this? Okay, so we talked about before about how sometimes we're just so used to the dark, and you know, we've used the example before of, imagine that someone is sleeping in a dark room and you just come in and blare the lights on them, right? Like, they're gonna kick and scream and fight and maybe even be scared. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They won't go into peace, calm, the light, you know, the light that we can live in. They won't go into that because perhaps it's a fear of the unknown, or just purely a purely not understanding of what that light is and what is contained within it. Does that make sense? Too fearful to try something new, right? All right. Or will you, out of self-punishment, deny that you are the light and that you deserve this love. Okay, hold on. How might you deny yourself nourishment when you are aware that you are hungry? Why take this from yourselves? Rest easy to know that relief is here. No, do not cling. Actually, it says do not cling to hold hurts. To hold. I think it's supposed to be to old hurts, but it came out hold. Don't cling on to hurts, okay, and define yourselves by them. You are not, capitalized and underlined, you are not broken. Let me say that again on behalf of Archangel Chamuel. You are not broken. You never could be. The love we ask you to accept heals all cracks. It seals all that has made you come apart. It heals all. Why do you turn away? Why do you fall back into that which brings you pain? It is unnecessary, and you will come to see this. We hold you in grace and beauty. Be blessed, Chamuel. End. That's exactly what it says. So, again, chills. Or did that feel? No. Okay. So let's do this. Let's play a little game. Little Angel Souls game of the week. All right. Get a pen and paper out and just maybe even pause this video and ask yourself, how did I feel when I heard that? And be very honest. Okay. Do that and then come on back. Now, if you're already back now, what did you write down? It felt contrived. It felt silly. Or did it feel authentic? Did it really seep into you? Did you have a sense of feeling settled and a sense of going, okay, you know, even though there's horrible things still going on in the world, can I be this beacon of light? Can I claim this light that's in me? It's again, let's go back to that analogy of a dark room. Let's say no one's sleeping in the dark room. Maybe people are awake, but they're still in the dark. If everybody switches on their lamp, okay, we're going to be able to see where we're going. So, okay, now it is getting contrived. Okay, so that lamp is your heart within you, okay? That's what it is, okay? But whatever. There's only so much I can do every week trying to be creative and not silly. But I think the whole point here is to let your hearts ignite. And that's easier said than done for some. And I understand that. I know. I get into those places too. You know, I have moments of like, just to be authentic and true, you know, I get into my low self-esteem times too and go, what's my deal? Am I unlovable? Why can't I connect with anybody in, you know, like a romantic partnership? What's the deal? You know, why am I so fed up with everybody? I think it's called being jaded and or bitter. I'll work on it. But anyway, when we open ourselves to love of all kinds, just again, understanding your fellow human, we're not denying this light. This light is what feeds us, okay? Now, it's not something where we have to go off and feed off of somebody else's light. That's what I was saying, like, don't get into this out of desperation. Don't get into this this thing because you just want to control somebody or what have you, but really discover that light that's within you and bring it on out. Now, Archangel Chamuel can definitely help you on this journey. There are, as far as I've seen, very few Archangel Chamuel meditations out there on YouTube. So, you know, be careful with what you're listening to. I always recommend that you listen to a meditation while you're fully sort of awake and aware. Listen to it all the way through before you do it. Okay, make sure you're in alignment with what is being said in that. Because if you get into a meditative state and then there's all this guided stuff that you're not down with, that gets into you. Okay, now, not to like advertise myself, but I did just put out an Archangel Chamuel video over on Gumroad. There are 4 meditations that come with that if you want to check it out. But yeah, just a word of caution. Or you can always just like right here, right in front of me. It was kind of odd that Chamuel came out because I have my good rose quartz sitting here. And I have another crystal here. But you can just grab a pink crystal or anything that makes you feel love. Make sure it is cleansed, cleared, and charged. You can put on some beautiful music and just meditate. Invite Archangel Chamuel to come in and really pay attention to how you feel. Do not force an experience, okay? It's not going to help you. But be working with Chamuel this week, guys. She's like knocking at the door going, you don't have to starve in there. There's plenty of light here. There's plenty for you to feed your souls with. All right. So having said that, let's get on to the cards. All right, guys. So on to the cards. I think for this week, we're going to be using the Messages from Your Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, color card from the Ina Segal deck, crystal card from the Rochelle Sharman deck. And if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can just go to my website at angelsouls444.com, the services page. If you would like to support me on Patreon, I always leave that information down below, as well as courses on archangels, how to read cards, how to perceive your angels, all of that over at Gumroad. All details down below. So let's get into it here. Let's see what is coming up for us for the week of January 29th. You know what? I decided to put my candles over here now for safety's sake. I started that last week. So I want to clear this out. This sounds silly to say. They feel gunky, but I don't know they do. So I'm just going to do that. All right, now let's get into it. There's one. Yoga and exercise. It's the Ray card. Let's keep going. Okay. All right. What do we have? Okay, I'm not going to tell you yet. Hold on. Oh, 2 of them came out, so boom, boom. There we go, and there we go. Oh, it's a spiritual week. You know what I really want? I want people to submit videos to me, just little snippets of yourself snapping a fan and waving it. And every week, if I choose your video, when I start getting like too excited, too crazy, too over the top, I will just insert that video of someone snapping a fan and waving it around. It'd be a cool way to get you guys involved. Just know that if you submit a video, you are giving me permission to use it. Okay, so let's begin. I can't wait to see if anybody actually does that. I hope you do. All right, so let's get on to the first card, Ray. So this is all about yoga and exercise. So really getting your bodies flowing, getting rid of the junk, okay? And getting more in tune with your physical body, your physical existence, and balancing it with meditation as well. So yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. You can't ignore the house, okay? You can't ignore the house that you're in. So yes, it's all wonderful to be maybe checking out every once in a while. I know, it's like a mental vacation, an emotional vacation to be in your spirituality. But this is definitely saying don't go too far with that. Be reasonable. You're a physical being. Remember to take care of your physical self and be moving that energy around, okay? Then we have Azure. This is the one that made me laugh. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. So again, there's this message here of it's a matter of time. Things are a process. Things don't just happen overnight. Sometimes it's in your best sort of spiritual interest to work through some lessons before stuff happens. We just get into this mindset of accomplish. I'm totally guilty of this, okay? Like, I will face a day and I'll be like, what is amiss? Let me attack it, you know? Let me take care of it. And I'm just, I'm tired. So maybe we can chill out this week. There's that dated term again, chill out. Let's bring it back. Why not? It's happening. All right, but be patient with the process. Now let's talk about romantic love, because I know some of you are freaking out right now going, why is she talking about Archangel Chamuel and not talking about true love? I don't have any overtly romantic cards here for this general reading. We still have 2 more cards to pull, so we'll see what happens with that. But this is talking about working on yourself, okay? And resolving any sort of inner conflicts. Finding yourself. Archangel Chamuel is all about finding, okay? The seeking, yes? And understanding, you know, and helping conflicts to just kind of, just from a 10 to a 3. Let's bring it down, okay? So give yourself this chance. I always say this, you got to get right with you. If you don't get right with you, nothing's going to come to fruition that you want. Okay. Now we have Indriel. You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. I did this last week. Let me do it with this deck here as well. What year was this published? 2002. Okay, so if you watched the video last week, these are still good decks to use. Nothing against Doreen Virtue whatsoever. But again, some of these, I think it's kind of a cool thing. And this is why I'm bringing it up. I'm not trying to be controversial. I know people are freak out and try to make it into something it's not, but whatever. I think we've come so far that it almost seems like the language on some of these cards is a little dated. Okay, so you are a light worker. You are meant to spread your light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. That's a bit grandiose for my taste. Again, just my opinion. You don't have to agree. I think this is saying more like, remember your higher self. Remember the part of you, that higher self, that vibrates on the same level as your guardian angel, okay? Your higher self and your guardian angels, they're pals, okay? That's probably how you're getting your information most of the time. It's just like, pew, just kind of comes right in. So I don't want to put those words out there for people to go, that's right, I knew there was a purpose for my existence. Yeah, back here. Where are you going? You need to be grounded, all right? And sometimes people do take a statement like that and they misconstrue it in their head and they think that that puts them above other people. This makes them better. This makes them holier. This makes them self-righteous. Okay. So this is what I say, be careful with this. And all of its inhabitants, that's a big statement. All right. This is where I've seen people take a message like this and again twist it around in their brains, and the interpretation is such that they're kind of out there going, I'm here to educate people. I'm here to raise people up. I don't even know what to say to that. Kind of, but not really. Yes, but no. Yes, you're here to help, but help by being on your own path and being a part of the light. You are the light, but you're a piece of the light that everybody else is too. Does that make any sense? Okay, I might be off the rails here, but let's pull it back. Do your part, but you're not here to save the world. How about that? Does that feel good? Does that feel right? Okay. Maybe? Leave your comments down below. All right, Akashic Records, Archangel Metatron. What has been, what is, what will be. All right, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken your spiritual gifts and divine life mission. This is another one of those cards. This is not... You are a spiritual teacher sometimes just by being yourself, just by being a good example. If you're a good person, you love, you respect other people, you try to remain healthy in every layer of your being, then you're doing this, okay? You're already doing this. Again, the problem with the wording with this, not that Doreen Virtue put it in the wrong way, it's just what people are doing with it. You hear me say that all the time. It's what people are doing with it. So how many times have you come across somebody who's like, I pulled the card that I'm supposed to be a spiritual teacher. So overnight I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to, I don't know, wear white linen everywhere and I'm going to levitate across the floor and I'm going to bless you with my presence. Ew. Ew. Oh. Let's move on. But what I'm getting at here is, yes, everybody is a spiritual teacher, but that does not mean that you have to go overboard with that and that you have to go and, you don't even have to go and start a spiritual business if you don't want to. If you want to, awesome. That's amazing. But if that doesn't feel right for you, if you're in some other profession or, you're raising kids or you're out there volunteering or whatever you're doing, you're touching people's lives. And that's how we're helping each other out. I have a problem with that word teacher sometimes. I know we use that and sometimes it is applicable, but I don't know. When we start to say teacher, it's saying that there's a student. And in some way, it depends on how you take it, we're saying there's a subordinate. And we're all on the same page, guys. I don't care where anybody thinks that they are. Again, watch those who say, I'm super spiritually advanced. Because someone who really is spiritually advanced or enlightened would never say such a thing. Just be careful. And don't let your egos get all weird. Okay. Let's see what else we have for the week of January 29th. Yes, I am being asked to also, I know a lot of you have oracle decks, especially angel oracle decks at home. And that's wonderful. That's wonderful. If that gets you connected every day to your angels, awesome. But be careful, again, with going too far with what you think the message is. Anytime you pull a card, sit and let it sink in and see how, working with your angel team, okay, see how that message actually does fit into your life. That's a far healthier way to take this than to let your imagination run away, okay? Because there's too much of a problem right now with people being disconnected from who they are. All right. Ooh. Okay, so our color card is lilac. Strengthen your faith. The number is 42. Strengthen your faith. Getting connected to your faith, okay? So this also feels like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes when we're not getting our own way, we think we've done life wrong, we want to give up. And this is saying, don't give up, right? There's no need to give in. If what I just said about the wording on the cards really just, first of all, before you use the comment section as your personal journal, I'm not saying don't share, but I think sometimes people like to vent in the comments. Sit and ask yourself, why did I get triggered with that? And what is that saying about me? What do I need to look at? All right. So this says have faith. Also have faith in yourself that you know how to process. Guys, we have this, divine energy within us, and it's time to let it out. Let it air out. Okay. Let it stretch. All right. So you can figure things out for yourself without putting yourself above other people. If things do not seem as if they are falling into place the way that you would like, have faith, okay? Because it might be coming together in a way totally unexpected. Some of the best things that I've ever had happen in my life have come because of a turn of events or some unexpected solution. I'll give you an example quickly. I needed to get some body work done on my car. Someone in a when I parked my car, someone dented my car, and it's been bothering me. Just like the inconsiderate nature of that. Like, oh, really? So it's been bothering me. I finally called somebody that I thought was going to fix my car. This is such a silly example. I acknowledge that, but still, it's a good example for what we're talking about here. So I called up one body shop, and they're like, oh, we can't get you in for like another month. And that's just to get the estimate. And oh, this is going to cost thousands of dollars to have this done. And I'm like, that doesn't seem right. So I hung up that phone feeling stressed because my plan was to go to this place to get this done. Okay. And that just got blown up. So then I remembered another place that I had worked with before, called them up. I didn't think that they did the kind of stuff that I needed to have done on my car. Went and they saw me right away. They gave me a quote that was like so much more manageable, not anywhere near what this other place was telling me. And it was all coming together, and it's going to get, taken care of, and taken care of quickly and affordably. And then I can just kind of, that little thing that's always kind of bothered me is done. So why the heck am I telling you this stupid long story? I'm sorry. One, because I didn't have another story ready. Okay. Two, it's fresh for me. It's on my mind. And three, it does kind of go in with like sometimes like what you're planning to have happen. If it falls apart, if you throw everything, up in the air and be like, okay, it's all over because it's not happening the way I want, you might be missing an opportunity. I guess I could have just said that without this long story. Again, I'm sorry. All right, crystal card coming at you, I promise. Let's see what we have here. We have, clear quartz, purification. I have some quartz right here. So just purifying, again, getting rid of some of the old stuff. It's like, okay, I'm done worrying about that. Okay, I'm done thinking about that. I'm done coming at stuff with that kind of perspective because it's not helping me. It's not healthy, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. So give this week a chance to just let things fall apart. Okay, if you get a no, if somebody tells you no, okay, well, let's, or I can't help you with that or whatever. Know that if one thing gets shut down, you've heard this before, right? What is it? If God closes a door, he opens a window or something like that. With the cliches, I'm sorry. But, just let things go. If it's not working, don't push on it. Don't push on it. That's what where's that? The Azure card is saying. Don't try to force it to happen. We're trying to help you here is basically the feeling I get from the angels. We're trying to give you some guidance, but if you don't follow it, or if you're really, just really stuck on how you think it should be, you're missing out. Okay. And I think we can end it there because I feel like this has been a little rambly. I do apologize yet again. As always, guys, I'm sending you so much love. Have a beautiful week and take care.